Episode 14 of 52 Axe Patterns. And we have a claw hatchet. Let's go. I'm Ed with Redbeard Knife and Tool, and this is my story about the intricacies of restoring and hanging 52 different axe patterns. There's something intimate about bringing an old axe back to life. Some have been through a lot, and some haven't. And giving them a new purpose, whether it's hanging them on a wall or putting them back into service, I get to change their history. Every axe has a story. So this axe is a pretty cool axe. It is a Kelly Axe Kelly Axe Manufacturing Co. If you know me, you know that stamp. That I like that stamp. I like that stamp, the Kelly Axe Manufacturing Co. Claw hatchet. The claws are in pretty decent shape. I mean, for 100 years old, they're in really good shape. But yeah, it's got a single hole on the front end, and then there's no hole in the back, or on the right side. There's a hole on the right, none on the left. I'm not going to put anything in it. I'm just going to leave it as is. It's just going to be part of its character. I've already cleaned the head off. All I have to do is put an edge on it after we get it hung. And I'm going to hang it on this Whiskey River Trading 14-inch rigger's hatchet, or 14-inch straight hammer hatchet. You can use these. They're reversible. You can use it for a California framing hammer, which have the teardrop eye, but they're backwards. The back of the pole, or where the back of the pole would be, is actually the front of the hammer. Or you can use it for a rigger's hatchet handle, and that's what I'm going to use this for. This is an Osage orange handle, and I got it off the Whiskey River auction site. And yeah, I've had it for a little bit, and I finally found a home for it. This little Kelly Axe Manufacturing Co. hatchet, claw hatchet. It has a hammer pole on it, so you can use it for a hammer. You can pull out nails, you can flip it around. This would be perfect for just all around little house hatchet, or take it to the camp, driving in stakes, and using it for kindling, whatever. But that's what I'm going to do. We're going to get this hung on this handle. Let me put my can up and get going. It already kind of goes in. It's already kind of going in. So let's give it a couple of taps. Oh yeah, this is going to be super nice. It didn't go in very far, but it's going to give me some, the handle's going to leave me some memory, and I'll know where to go from there. All right, so we got a little bit up front. Is the only thing we got to worry about right now. It's touching in the back. It did take a little, there's a groove that it was in the head underneath here. I got it worked out now with a file. So we're going to get started. I'm going to do this whole fitting process in time lapse so you guys can see everything. I think that would be kind of cool. So that's what I'm going to do. We're there already. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. So I'm gonna get my grinder flipped around, and you know what? I have a wedge already kind of made for it, but we need to get the wedge fitted. This is a Paduke wedge, which when you oil it, it turns red. I think it's going to go really killer with this Osage orange. Yep. And also with getting the wedge fitted, I'm going to bring you guys along in a time lapse so you guys can see that as well. Also, I'll leave that there. Got a little bit caught on something. I don't know what that was. There. Good. Good to go. I think we're good. That was also very quick. So let's get this thing sharpened. Told you it was going to be a quick one. And also with the theme of time lapse, I'm going to start with 80 grit, 60. I'm going to start with 60, then go to 80, then 120. And I might make this bevel somewhat pretty. A little prettier than normal, because I think it's just a really nice axe. To me, I like it. So I'm going to roll a time lapse throughout the whole sharpening process. So this is pretty gorgeous. Look at that. That's a pretty good edge. It's not like, it's got some scratches in it, but it looks pretty fantastic. And she's sharp. Yep. Let's go get the handle prepped for hanging. Yeah. So since we have all these deep scratches from the 24 grit belt, I'm going to start with a 60 grit pad, and then I'm going to move on to an 80 grit pad with kind of a stiff buffer, and then a 120 grit pad with a less stiff buffer, and then I'm going to move on after that to a 180 grit pad with another loose buffer on it. So that should get the handle where it needs to be. And with the theme of the video, with the time lapse, I'm going to roll it time lapse again so you can see everything that I'm doing. got her done. Got her done. Check it out. I sanded it to 220 just because I just wanted to get it down and get all the tung oil out of it. So Whiskey River Trading, when they sell some of these exotic handles, they'll put tung oil on them just to kind of preserve them, to make sure that they don't crack or anything like that. And when you get them, you have to, if you choose to, sand off the tung oil, which is fine. They just want to protect the wood to make sure that it doesn't take on any moisture that doesn't need to be taken on. So give me 1 second. I got to go get my walrus oil over there, and we'll get this thing hung. We're almost there already. I'm always forgetting this stuff. It's just, I don't know what's going on with that. I use it all the time. But yeah, where's the head? Here it is. Get this thing set on there. It's a hatchet, doesn't take much. Get my, oh man, this is going to be so cool. Osage orange is one of my favorite woods for handles. I just really like it a lot. Can you guys see? Yeah. Kind of going backwards a little. I don't want to do that. Oh. We're just going to send it. I think that's it as far as we're going to go. It's just a hatchet, so it's only going to go down about that far. Let's go get it cut. So when I do my finish sanding on the top of my wedge, where after I cut it off, I will only do my finish sanding on the top of the eye to 120, because I want to leave a little bit porous and not too shiny, because I want it to take on as much oil as possible. So just think about that. It's your axe, do what you want, but this is what I do and why. Got a little bit of cleanup to do, not too much. My broom. I think that's about it. So I cut it kind of round. I think it looks kind of neat. Rather than just lopping it straight, it kind of adds a little bit of a flair to it. But let's get this thing oiled up. This is what I mean about that wedge. Look at that wedge, how it's just dark red, blood red almost. And when you sand the Osage orange is going to turn like a dark, or like an amber orange color over time. I don't have any Osage orange hand. It was kind of the color that it was before I started sanding it. So if you want to rewind and go back and take a look, it will get a little bit darker than that over time. UV light helps. UV light will age the wood a little bit. But yeah, this looks freaking badass. Let me get this thing all rubbed down and I'll be right back. Episode 14 of 52 Axe Patterns is in the books with this claw hatchet on a 14-inch Osage orange Whiskey River Riggers hatchet handle. for more information on these auctions, this was an exotic handle auction when I got this. Go to bid.whiskeyrivertrading.com. I'll put a link below, and you can go check it out. They got Wichita Part 5, I think, ending this Sunday coming. So lots of cool tools. It doesn't have an exotic handle auction, but it has a tool auction. Lots of cool things. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys coming along with me. I know this was kind of a quick one, but there's going to be longer ones and more interesting ones. I find this hatchet very interesting because it's very versatile. You can use it for just about anything in the house, you know, hammer, nail puller, small hatchet. You can even, if you want to clean it up, you can even cut, you know, meat with it, you know, whatever. It's just a perfect little house hatchet, and I dig it a lot. I thank you guys for hanging out with me through this journey that I call 52 axe patterns. I've learned some things, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be learning a whole lot more. If you see something you like, let me know. If you see something that you think I can improve on or that you don't like, let me know. I'm here for it. So the best way to support my channel is you got like, share, and subscribe. And with that said, episode 14 of 52 Axe Patterns, the claw hatchet, is in the books. Thank you. You guys have a good night.